You gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and...
This is officially the most compact tablet OPPO has ever made. But how compact are we talking? Well, on its bigger sibling, the OPPO Pad 5 Pro, you could run 2 games side by side in split screen and basically recreate something the size of this Pad Mini. That should give you an idea. Despite the smaller footprint, it doesn't feel cramped at all. The slim bezels and clean design give it a really polished, premium look. It's also super light and easy to hold, so even after using it for a while, my wrists don't feel tired. It's thin, it's sleek, and it's incredibly easy to carry around. Whether it's a big backpack, a small sling bag, or even your pocket, this thing just fits. A quick shout to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out our exciting tech content. That 8.8-inch size feels like it was made for portability. Now, when you're using a tablet outdoors, the display becomes the most important part. This one uses an OLED soft light panel that stays bright under sunlight, but can also dim way down at night. It goes as low as 2 nits. And with Blue Eagle's Smart Eye Protection 5.0 plus dual anti-reflection certifications, it's actually comfortable to use even in the dark. Glare is usually the biggest problem outside, but this screen handles it impressively well. I often use it to read ebooks in the afternoon, and there's this pastel mode that tones down the colors and saturation, making the text feel much closer to real paper. Honestly, I've spent long sessions reading on it without that dry eye feeling you usually get from screens. The 144Hz refresh rate makes scrolling and page turns look incredibly smooth, though to be fair, that kind of refresh rate is more than what you really need for reading. Where it really shines is gaming. In PUBG Mobile, that 144Hz display makes a noticeable difference when you're moving the camera around. It just feels smoother and more responsive. With Langshi touch support, the touch response is quick and precise. The size also feels perfectly tuned for gaming. Whether you're someone who uses a multi-finger claw grip like my brother, or just a standard 2-finger setup like me, it feels comfortable in hand. The 8.8-inch screen strikes a nice balance. It's not as small as a phone, but it's also not so big that you need to rest it on a table like a full-sized tablet. And unlike larger tablets, this is something you can actually carry around every day. I can literally pull it out of my pocket and jump straight into Genshin Impact wherever I am. Performance-wise, the Snapdragon 8-core processor is more than capable. You can even enable features like Super Frame and enhanced graphics for better visuals and smoother gameplay. The cooling system, which combines graphite and a VC chamber, does a solid job keeping temperatures under control. And with an 8,000 mAh battery, it easily handles long gaming sessions. If you plan to play for extended periods, there's also an official magnetic case that adds extra convenience. Even under heavy load, running demanding titles like Zelda or Hollow Knight locally isn't an issue. But then it makes you wonder, if you're using it this much for gaming, is it just a toy? Honestly, I don't think so. For me, the real value of a tablet comes with a stylus, and that's where the new OPPO Pencil 3 Pro comes in. With up to 16,000 levels of pressure sensitivity, it turns this tablet into a proper portable notebook. The felt tip paired with the soft light screen gives a really natural writing feel. On top of that, the X-axis linear motor adds subtle feedback that mimics friction, almost like writing on paper. Compared to most tablets, this feels a lot closer to the real thing. The OPPO Pad Mini comes running the latest version of ColorOS 16, and when you pair it with the stylus, things get really interesting. A simple long press brings up the AI circle instantly, and from there, I can just ask Xiaobu, the stylus assistant, to remember anything I need. But it's not just acting like a basic note tool. It actually feels more like having a personal assistant built right into the tablet. Whenever I need to revisit something, Xiaobu can quickly pull it up or even summarize it for me. Using the stylus function wheel, I can create tables in seconds, restyle sketches into different artistic looks, and even upscale AI-generated images into high definition. For example, I came across a super cute kitten on Xiaohongshu, convinced it to join me, and then had Xiaobu recreate it in a watercolor style. I saved it right away and dropped it into my journal, and honestly, the aesthetic matched perfectly. I even caught myself saying thanks. It's also surprisingly powerful for creative work like live collages and silhouette-style vlogs. You can open the full PC-level editing experience, import high-quality assets, work across multiple tracks, and apply more advanced effects. Everything you'd expect from desktop editing is right here on the tablet, and using the stylus gives you way more precision than just tapping around with your fingers. Now, of course, when it comes to editing, a bigger screen would make things even better, and maybe even a keyboard, right? Not just any keyboard though, but one that can transform the experience. Detach it, and you've got a tablet. Snap it on, and it feels like a laptop. That's really the beauty of this setup. This keyboard doesn't just hold the tablet in place, it actually elevates it, making it more comfortable to use for long sessions without straining your neck. The typing experience is excellent too. Honestly, on par with something like a MacBook. Even the touchpad uses a pressure-sensitive, non-click design, which adds to that premium feel. I travel quite a bit for work, and during those trips, writing and typing become my main tasks. That's where the OPPO Pad 5 Pro, with its massive 13.2-inch display, really shines. It gives me plenty of space to work freely, and I can easily adjust layouts and window sizes to suit what I'm doing. Once I'm done drafting, the file management system feels just like using a PC. Organizing, searching, previewing, it's all very familiar. You can even drag files directly onto the desktop or dock, which makes everything feel intuitive instead of digging through confusing folders. And when I'm on the move without access to a power outlet, the 13,380 mAh battery keeps me going through an entire day of work. Back at home, it becomes even more versatile, working as a secondary display or even a digital screen, thanks to its strong connectivity. Powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 and running the updated ColorOS 16, the whole workflow feels smooth, fast, and efficient, perfect for getting things done. So, if you're someone who enjoys drawing but also needs a serious productivity device, the OPPO Pad 5 Pro is a great fit. But if you're more like me and want something compact that you can pull out anytime for gaming, reading, or sketching, then the OPPO Pad Mini makes a lot more sense. Looking at the small tablet market right now, some options are focused purely on performance, others lean heavily into gaming. The OPPO Pad Mini tries to strike a balance by doing a bit of everything. It delivers strong performance while going beyond just being an esports device, with enhanced AI creativity tools, a well-thought-out design, a smooth and user-friendly system, and a truly portable size. It stands out as one of the most versatile, compact tablets available today. At the end of the day, it really comes down to what you need more, productivity or personal convenience. Which one would you pick? Let me know your thoughts in the comments or live chat. Alright, that's it for this video. I'm Nicole, the director, and yes, I really love tablets. If you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.